he eventually realizes that she follows him on Instagram and has been DMing him for like the whole time that she's been following him. Kind of cringe, but I love it. It's so good. I'm Daisha Olmida, and welcome to my channel. So I have a little confession to make. I did not meet my reading goal this year. Unfortunately, but it's okay. Life lessons. If you're also behind, pretending that December isn't absolutely flying by, this is the video for you. Instead of stressing about the reading goal, I have determined that December is my redemption month. I'm going to focus on actually enjoying what I'm reading and not rushing through novellas and short books, audio, like trying to listen to 20 audiobooks. I'm 19 books behind. I am just going to read books that I want to read and get as close to my reading goal as possible. Devote more time to reading next year because a goal is a goal. It's not law. It's okay if we don't meet our goals. But I did read 41 amazing books, and I have a few more that I will be reading before the end of the year. So, this is my plan to get through my reading list for December it's the 15th, so I have 16 more days to devour and enjoy the books left to read in 2025. So I'm going to go over each book that I'm reading, also my plan for 2026, and how I plan to pick the right reading goal and stick to it. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with my physical books. Our dear friend Kayleen got me and my friend Aisha the Advent Christmas book, and surprise, surprise, I'm like 7 days behind, but I am going to catch up tonight. I've been reading like 3 chapters a night so that I can catch up. So this book is about April, and she had a heart transplant and she's only 19. Her parents are divorced, and she is spending December with her father. In the process, she's trying to navigate being really protective of herself. Her mom is very overprotective, making sure she's not doing anything strenuous to affect her heart because she will need to revisit having another transplant in about 15 years. She runs into her best friend's brother, Augustine, and he is super sweet, trying to get her back on skis, trying to get her to really enjoy life, eat the food she likes, etc. And it is so cute. Her dad is cute. The family's cute. Her mom is very overbearing, but I'm trying to understand because if it were my kid, I have a 17-year-old. Well, he will be 17 in March. If he had a heart transplant, what would I do? You know, so I'm trying to be empathetic. My friend Aisha is reading it also, and she's like, you got to understand. And I was like, all right, all right. But it's really cute. The chapters are very short. The way it is that you actually have to rip each page, each chapter open like an advent calendar. So you see there's a lot of frayed edges. It says to use a ruler. I just so happen to have, let me show you guys this bookmark. It's metal and it's Jesus, and it says, "Is that smut?" My friends got this for me. My friends from college got me this and mailed it to me for my birthday this year. It helps me to like easily open up the chapters. It's a super easy read for all ages. It's very PG-13, big text. A lot of it is like iPhone text messages. The conversations are super cute, super relatable. And I'm really enjoying the story. It's so cute. I wish I had come up with the idea for a book advent calendar, because how cute is that? Like each day you read a chapter as opposed to like eating a piece of chocolate. Or my friend Aisha has the Nespresso one. So like advent calendars are so fun. And the fact that somebody thought to make it into a book is amazing and super genius. And I'm obsessed with the idea. The next book I'll be reading is Revolve by Bal Khabra. If you have watched my videos before, I am obsessed with hockey romances. I don't know why. Honestly, I read the entire After series by Anna Todd, and then I watched a TikTok video that was like, if you liked After, you'll enjoy these books by Elle Kennedy. And they were, I forgot what the series is called, but it's in like a beach town. So I read all of those, and then I was like, I really am eating these books up. So I started reading The Deal and got into the Off Campus series, which is now being turned into a television show. So I read most of those. I still have a couple more to go in that series, but that got me onto hockey romances. Definitely over 10 hockey romances, probably around 15. Bal Khabra writes hockey romances, and it is called the Off the Ice series. This is the third book. I haven't even read the synopsis yet, so let's read it together. Sierra Romanova was an Olympic figure skater before a life-altering accident on the ice left her with panic attacks every time she enters the rink. Now, back for her final year at Dalton University, she's ready to reclaim the spotlight with all eyes on her, including those of a hockey player, Dylan Donovan. We know Dylan from the other books, whose audacious words goad her back into her skates to prove him wrong. After getting kicked off of his hockey team for his reckless behavior, Dylan is left with slim chances of being drafted into the NHL. But Dylan's whole world revolves around the ice, and if hockey is forbidden, well, at least there's figure skating. Reminds me of Icebreaker, which I love Icebreaker, but Bal Khabra is my girl, and I know she's going to knock this one out of the park, even though it's a similar story. Even better, it means more time on the rink with Sierra. Sure, he's helping her rebuild her confidence, but pushing her buttons along the way, that's a bonus. As the figure skating world awaits Sierra's comeback, she finds herself in need of a new pairs partner. The only person she knows who can match her skill in the rink is none other than the cocky hockey player who refuses to cut her any slack. Dylan's a wild card, Sierra is a seasoned pro, but together they might just be the perfect match on the ice. It also reminds me of, what is that movie? It's old. It's from the 90s with Karen from One Tree Hill. I'm going to have to look it up. But I am excited for this. I love Bal Khabra so much. I like trying to track her down on like books signings and stuff like that because I need her to sign my books. I need to meet her. She has to understand how much I love her writing so much. If you have not read this series and you're into sports romances, or even if you're not, please pick up this series. It's Collide, Spiral, and Revolve. And then there's a fourth book coming out next year called Embrace. The movie is called The Cutting Edge. He stands in as her partner. It's so cute. I actually just recently watched that because I was reading hockey romances and I was like, I've never watched this and everybody loves it. And it's so old. I shouldn't say so old because I would age myself because I was definitely alive when it came out. It came out in 1992. I am also listening to Wild Reverence. It's due at 2 p.m. today, 2:37 p.m. today, and there's a waiting list. So if I want to finish this before the end of the month, I have to actually physically read the rest of it. And the reason why I did audiobook is because look at this beautiful book. Like, I should not have my hands on this. If you've watched my channel before, I have spilled coffee on my favorite books, which is why I had to buy the UK versions of Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows because I spilled coffee on my American versions. Although I was able to kind of salvage them and display them on my bookshelf because you can't see the coffee when at the way that they're facing. I didn't have to buy the UK covers. I just said, you know what? If I'm going to rebuy them, I may as well buy the versions that I want. And I got these and now I display them because they're my most prized possessions. The idea of me reading this beautiful book physically scares me. I'll only have a little bit left. So I will finish Wild Reverence by the end of December. And this book is actually connected to Divine Rivals. It occurs 600 years before Divine Rivals happened. And it is about Matilda, and she is a goddess, and she is the herald. So she delivers messages between the three worlds. She, at a very young age, was granted access to a mortal boy's dreams. So they knew each other through his dreams. And then 13 years later, after the last time she saw him, she is asked to deliver a message to him. And she ends up helping him do something. And I don't want to reveal everything, but it's a really long book. I think the audiobook is 22 hours, but so much happens. Rebecca Ross, who wrote Divine Rivals, Ruthless Vows, and Wild Reverence, is my favorite author. The way she writes is so beautiful. It almost seems like she's from before now. It's poetry. It feels old. It's weird. It seems like a classic, like I'm reading a classic, but it's modern. I don't know. If you have not checked out Rebecca Ross's books, please do. You will not regret it. It's so beautiful. I cry every time I read Iris and Roman's letters and Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. And I also started crying in Wild Reference like 2 hours ago. So it's just so beautiful. It's not even sadness that I'm crying about. It's just that I just start crying because I was like, that is so beautiful. It's so sweet. It's so cute. It's touching. It's just amazing. And I'm obsessed. Now I'm going to get into the audiobooks that I'm going to listen to before the end of December. And the first one is See You Next Winter. And See You Next Winter is book 2 of Can I Tell You Something? I'll talk about what Can I Tell You Something is and then get into what See You Next Winter is because they're connected. Can I Tell You Something is book 1 in the Snowbound series, and it is about Hannah who goes to visit her family in Alpine Village or something like that. It's like a super cute, like Hallmarky town. She is expecting that her brother is not going to be there, but he shows up with his roommate Cameron, who ends up being the voice actor of like super steamy content that she listens to. I actually found it because I listened to a book and I don't remember what book it was, but the voice actor, his voice was so amazing. So I looked up what other books he narrates and found this one. And ironically, it's about how awesome his voice is. So very weird, very ironic, but it was so cute. So she realizes that he's him. She sees him immediately and sees it because he has an Instagram, so he's very it's not like OnlyFans where he's like hidden. Like everyone knows it's him. And she follows him on Instagram. He eventually realizes that she follows him on Instagram and has been DMing him for like the whole time that she's been following him. Kind of cringe, but I love it. It's so good. But you also meet her brother Ryan, who has a long distance like fling with a childhood friend because they all grew up in Alpine Village, Kayla. And they don't meet up throughout the year, but every holiday season when he comes home to visit his family, he and her hook up and stuff. So this is about their story. I'm assuming it'll be about how they get together, but I'm really excited to get started on that one because I really enjoyed the first one. They're only 5 hours. So if you're looking to meet your reading goal, then these cute, Christmassy, short audiobooks, the perfect thing to get you over the line for your reading goal. I also will be listening to Heated Rivalry because everybody's watching the show, and as a book girly, I have to try to at least consume the book in some way, shape, or form before I start reading it. But the videos about Heated Rivalry has been so funny. So let's see what this one's about. Okay, so Heated Rivalry follows two hockey players. It's enemies to lovers. They're rivals, but underneath is a secret years long affair that they've been having. I'm hearing there's a lot of physical chemistry, kind of like hate sex type thing going on, but I am so excited to do the book first because then I'll have all the juicy details before I dive into the HBO version, which I'm sure is not even coming close to the details that are in the book. So I'm really excited to get that started. So if my math is correct, I'll try to do it here. So I've already read 41 books. I have 3, 4, 5. So I will end up with 46 books out of 60. And if I decide to pick up any other books, I will. But 46 out of 60 is going to have to just do this year. And then next year, I'll put my phone down and watch less TV and actually meet my reading goal. My next video will be how close I got, my reviews of these books, and my plan to meet my goal in 2026. I gave a little bit of details on that, but we need to actually map this out. I am a write everything down girly, create a calendar, create a list. So maybe we'll do that in my next video. But until then, I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.